Hey guys, how are we doing? It's Crypto Insight UK here, bringing you back another YouTube video. We've gone for a bit of a different layout today. As you can see, I'm on the old webcam. But we're going to get straight into it, a bit of the charts, a bit of the news, you know how it goes. I'm going to try and get back more into YouTube, but to be honest guys, the charts have just been chopping sideways. Found it quite hard to make some content for you guys on the charts. There's been a lot of news though, so let me get into it. What we're looking for for Bitcoin at the minute, we're basically still trading within a range. The range is pretty big. To be completely honest, I honestly believe we've been trading within a range since, when is this? Since January of 2021. So we've been in this range for about a year. And yeah, it's quite a big range, guys, let's be honest. But this is the range that I see that we've been in. 55% trading range for cryptocurrency. Is that a big range? I don't know. But specifically, we've been in this like downtrend for, let's have a look. We've been in this range for 99 days. We've been trending downwards. We have found a local bottom currently. If we have reclaimed this recent, it was a support level, obviously, but then we lost it. So then you could say it was a resistance level when you come up underneath something. But we've reclaimed that. We actually set a higher high than that. We set a higher high here, even though the daily candle closed. They also did set a higher high, but again, it's not much to shout about, so that's why I've kind of like not touched on it too much. We're still grabbing sideways, even as you can see, the last 10 days, we're not really doing much. We're really working on those moving averages. We reclaimed the 50, we lost the 50, we reclaimed it again today. If we get this candle close where we are now, and we are looking to reclaim that 200 day as well. So, as I said, guys, there's not loads to write home about. We had diminishing volume with a slight uptrend. Can that be a bearish divergence? Yes. But the on-chain analysis is really pointing towards a bull. So, I would say pointing towards a bull, it's pointing towards a liquid supply of Bitcoin, meaning that the miners aren't selling, hodlers are hodling, and the hodlers are the ones buying. We just don't really have much retail interest or a catalyst to take us up to the next level, or to really put some positivity and a big surge back in the market. But that is what we're waiting for. To be completely honest with you, that's what we're waiting for. So what am I doing? Guys, I'm on the sidelines. My bags are packed. I actually don't have any capital left. I deployed it yesterday. More luck than judgment. Do I think we're going to go up from this range? I don't know, guys. I honestly don't know for sure. As I said, we don't try when we've got a crabbing market like this with a lot of contradicting factors. The TA could be saying that we're coming down, but then the positivity and the on-chain analysis saying we're going up. Then we've got loads of geopolitics we can talk about, like the Russia-Ukraine problem. We've also got inflation, the risk of Fed tightening. All these sorts of things, guys, are things that you've really got to keep your eye on in this space, and that's why I wouldn't be placing any trades right now. Definitely not leverage anyway, because nothing's confirmed one way or the other. So, what do we want to see a confirmation? Let's have a look. Well, firstly, for Bitcoin, we want to reclaim this 200-day moving average. So we're above both moving averages. That is the first step towards being bullish. Then we want to be reclaiming this recent high here. So we want to be reclaiming the 53-ish thousand area, I'd say $53,000. And then the area of real interest, guys, to see if we're going to continue with a bull market or go into a bear, is this region here, 702 to 786 Fibonacci retracement levels. Let me just quickly draw this on accurately for you. So we are looking in and around this section here. So 702 is the $58,411 and 786 is $61,200. If we get daily candle close up and in and around the $63,000 mark, guys, I know this seems pretty obvious to say because the top's only at 69,000, but I think we'll set a new all-time high. This is why trading is so difficult, especially in a range like this. When you've got people calling for Bitcoin bear market, the only way you can really confirm that it's not is when we do reclaim those levels. So that makes it tough to trade. Let's have a look on a 4-hourly, and then we'll have a little look at XRP, but I haven't got loads to say. 4-hourly is actually looking more positive than I even realised. I hadn't been on the 4-hourly for a while. What I've personally done, and I do recommend this to some people, if you get stressed by the markets, it definitely affects me a little bit emotionally at least. I've got a lot of money in here. I just take a step back from the charts. I know what I'm looking for. I look at percentages in days. I know I'm looking for a big red day or a big green day before I can make any kind of decision. We've basically just been chopping for a while. But we've had a bullish cross on the 4-hourly. When did we last have one of them? Here. And off the back of the bullish cross in the last 4 hourly before we got the bearish, how much of a percentage increase did we get? Bang, 36% rise. And here we also had one, and then we got a bearish cross there, but that was more of a fake, but we'll still have a look from there anyway. There to there, 39% rise. So could we be looking at a 39% rise, 36% rise? Let's go for in the middle. We'll go for a 37.5% rise to be mathematically correct in the middle of both of those. Let's have a look at a 37.5. Well, that would take us up to 56,000, and that is the area, the dodgy area that we're kind of looking to clear. So let's have a look and see what happens. But can't complain. We want this this Bitcoin momentum to really continue upwards. And if it does that, we should start to see some of the altcoins really take off if we have seen the Bitcoin top. If not, I'm looking for the altcoins to pull up with Bitcoin anyway. So XRP, the boy, he's actually ripped quite a lot, or she. Recently, we had a big pump the other day here. Boom, we set these bottoms again at 59. We didn't actually test the lows that we set back in July. We did have two tweezer bottoms there. Well, I wouldn't call them tweezer bottoms, I just call them wicks to the downside, so take back that terminology. Where we did liquidity grab at 54 cent and also at 55 cent. Then we consolidated and really had a push out in the space of a few days. We gained quite a lot of percent. We gained like 51% in the space of like 5 days. And to where we are now, we're currently 37-ish% up from the bottom. Again though, we're looking to reclaim these moving averages on the daily. Until that happens, we're again chopping sideways. Could we be creating some kind of bull flag pattern here? Bang, just a quick little continuation pattern like that. That's not very accurate, but it gives you the idea of what I'd be looking for, which would take it up to this swing high here. That would actually make some sense. We'll have a look on the 4 hourly, what's going on there as well. Again, we've had that bullish cross on the 4 hourly. We've come down, we've held the 50-day support. Well, actually, we did lose it slightly. We broke back through. We couldn't break back above this 84 cent. Came back down, sat on support on 78 cents again, and then now we're looking to push up. We want to break this 84 cent, and then we're targeting the 91 cent high. And then, as I said, once we break that, we are targeting up here at the $1.01 region. So that's basically what I've got in store at the minute. ETH has just reclaimed $3,000. Not too much to talk about there for ETH either. We're all the charts are pretty much following Bitcoin. We're all in this zone of what's going to happen next, to be completely frank with you. So let's get onto the news quickly. This unexpected Fed meeting on Monday, which was yesterday, and there's a second one I think today, which is Tuesday, if I'm right. I don't know what they're discussing. An emergency rate hike would signal inflation panic with the Fed. I don't know whether we'll get that. I don't know geopolitically whether that would make sense because of potential issues with Russia, as I was saying. I don't know if they'll do anything with the economy right now with potentially what's going to happen with Russia and Ukraine. I don't know what this Fed meeting is about though, so who knows. I actually would presume they will come out and it will be bullish news, and I think that we get the answers for this tomorrow. A complete speculation from me. I've just got the feeling that that's the way it's going to go. I doubt they'll do any kind of emergency interest rate hike, to be completely honest with you. But again, as I said, that's just my personal opinion. This is something interesting. The top 5 countries of percentage population who own crypto. Number 1 is Ukraine. Number 2 is Russia. 3, Kenya, USA, and then India. The interesting thing about that is that both Russia and India, who are first by percentage of crypto holders per 100 number of crypto holders, Russia have 100 million, Russia 17 million, and Brazil 10 million. But Russia and India are both creating or have created legislation for cryptocurrency and regulatory policy. India's out. Russia, there's talk of it coming very soon. And the USA is the second biggest with 27 million, who are talking about a article coming out from the White House as a matter of national security. Well, why is it national security? Well, we know that the USA have said to Russia, at least threatened it in the past, even though they've taken that threat away now. If you invade Ukraine, we'll cut you off from the SWIFT banking system. Well, silly move there, I think, from the US, because Russia have been dumping their dollars anyway, and now they're legalizing crypto. Why do they need dollars? Is my opinion on that. I wish someone could argue that for me, because I genuinely don't know. If Russia just dropped the dollar as their reserve currency and used Bitcoin, for example, instead, how would that affect their economy? Surely they can still trade into dollars if they want to. But why, if they just dropped all their reserves of dollars, surely that, like, no effect. They would have no effect on Russia. And they can trade with other countries, be like, look, okay, we're not going to use the dollar, but if you want to trade with us with Bitcoin or any other asset, then we can do that for you, and we can give you better percentages on cross-border remittances, these sorts of things. So I don't know. I think it's a very strange place to be, and I think that's why America are trying to rush out some kind of legislation now, because they're in panic stations, to be honest with you. But I do find it interesting that when China closed down all their mining activities, people moved to both Russia and America. I find that very interesting, because is that not signaling to you guys like where the future of value is going to be? It does give some kind of hint to me, at least. And this is what we got from Lady of Crypto. Russia embraces Bitcoin, then troops move away from the border. Coincidence? I think not. This is 3 hours ago. Breaking from Bloomberg. Russian Defense Ministry announces the start of a pullback of some forces. And we'll see if that's true or not, guys. I honestly haven't even looked at this article. Return to base after drills. Okay, great. Can't even watch that. Sweet. And then this is what I was talking about. Russia to legalize and license crypto exchanges. But they also have talked about accepting crypto as currency. But legalizing and licensing exchanges would make exchanges essentially banks. And we also had the Blockworks, which I think, BlockFi, who have been fined by the SEC. The SEC is some kind of sick joke, in my opinion. Even Hester Peirce, who is an SEC commissioner, has written an article, and I've read this article. She basically says that it's not really fair, because BlockFi haven't harmed their customers, and they're paying $50 million to the SEC and $50 million for other state settlers. I don't know. I don't really understand the American legal system in that sense. I just think it's a bit of an overreach again from the SEC. You're going to find someone $100 million because they're offering investors a better percentage than they're going to get in a legacy bank, essentially, and that's my opinion on that. But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Just going to keep it short and sweet. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you did enjoy, let me know, and let me know what you think is going to happen with this Ukraine-Russia scenario. I feel like if Putin was going to do something, he'd have done it. But again, like, I don't want to bait him into it, because maybe he sees this video and he's like, yeah, let's march. But that's a joke. Probably not really a topic to joke about. But anyway, hope you enjoyed, guys. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.